Ezra and Nehemiah went back, and they were so determined to get those walls rebuilt. It says in the scriptures too, it's kind of neat. There was so much rubble on the ground around it and rocks and everything. It says the horses couldn't even find a pathway through to go around the temple. It was a mess. So anyway, they were determined to get those walls built. So they started cleaning up the rubble. And Ezra and Nehemiah were at the helm, but they had two guys trying to stop them, Sanballat and Tobias. And so in their determination to get it built, they told all the workers, all the men that showed up, we're going to get this thing built up again. And what you're going to do, there's going to be a garrison of men on one side, a garrison of men here, a garrison of men here, and a garrison of men over here. And what we're going to do, some of you are going to be mixing the mortar, and some of you are going to have trowels. But when you have your trowel in one hand, you're going to have a spear in the other hand. And nobody's going to stop you that way. And so they got busy to work, picking up these heavy blocks. I don't know how they did it. They must have had some kind of, I don't know, something to get them up. And they got the walls rebuilt. But they had to do it with a spear in one hand and a trowel in the other hand. But they got it accomplished. And they didn't have any more problem from Tobias and Sanballat. And so when they got the walls rebuilt, they celebrated. Oh, did they celebrate it? They celebrated for days, and they had trumpeters on one side, up on top of the walls, blowing their trumpets in celebration and song. And they had singers singing praises to God, and it echoed throughout the whole grounds of the temple. And it was a wonderful thing. But you know, the sad part, well, before I get to the sad part, they celebrated for days and days. They had feasts commemorating the Old Testament things, like the commemorating when, what was it, when they when they had little houses, huts. I can't remember. Anyway, they had these feasts going on for days, and they ate big time, singing, praising God, and listening every single day to the law of God. They read the whole law of God, and many of them, and they camped overnight and everything, but many of them really, really meant it in their heart that they wanted to come back to God again. But unfortunately, a lot of them had learned the ways of the pagan countries and things, and they weren't as committed. But anyway, people are in a good place right now. They want to come back to God and rejoice and follow and praise God again. So the temple is rebuilt, and they've got their law back. So let's see what they do with it now. Okay, let you go. Bye-bye.